Hey guys, welcome to the second part of this week's Coffin Hero Show, taking you through the new single issue releases into the store. It's a pretty big week this week for the simple reason that we got this week's titles, but also titles were missing from last week's delivery as well. Admittedly, this week would have been a little quieter because it's a 5-week month, so it's not like a massive amount of titles, but it's certainly a bigger delivery than you expect when it comes to the 5-week month, because usually, as I say, the 5th week of releases is quite quiet. But yeah, got all those books in that were due last week, so let's just jump in. So kick things off with DC and some of their oversized Treasury facsimile editions. So first of all, we have Superman the Flash, the greatest race of all time. These are class, obviously printed full size as they were originally released. Huge art format. You get really cool things where you can actually build little dioramas and all kinds of things, although knowing how comic collectors are these days, they're not really in such a rush to cut issues up the way people were in the past. But yeah, 2 full-length novels, guest star in the Justice League, How to Draw the Flash, 3D diorama, plus other super speed features. As well as that, we've also got the Untold Legend of the Batman, which of course is putting that glorious Neil Adams art into huge format, which again is never a bad thing. Same again, so these facsimile reprints are fantastic, and again a lovely reminder of yesterday. We'll jump into the main books. We'll kick things off with Absolute Wonder Woman. So kicking off in a couple of different ways. So there are some new printings for issue 1 and issue 2 if you're playing catch up. So we have Hayden Sherman doing a 3rd printing for number 1. As well as that, we have Hayden Sherman doing a new printing for issue 2. That's the 2nd printing cover. And then we have the main cover for Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. Fantastic, read it last night. Really loving the Absolute line in general. But no, Absolute Wonder Woman's a pleasant surprise every time. It's not talked about as much as Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, you know, but for me, it's pretty much just right there with them. Although Superman does still edge it for me personally. Next up, we have some restocks of Batman Facsimile 609. So again, doing this through the doing the entire Hush run leading up to Hush 2. We have a new Noir edition this week, which is Batman The Long Halloween, the last Halloween Noir edition. So I mean, seeing this Eduardo Risso artwork in black and white is stunning. I mean, one of my favorite artists. Colors always add something to it, but the black and white just suits his noir stylings absolutely perfectly. Next up, we have Black Canary Best of the Best number 3. So Tom King, Ryan Sook, continuing on with the ultimate battle of the century there. Loving that series so far. We have DC Horror Presents the last issue. Again with these lovely covers by Tyler Crook, focused on Green Lantern this time. So again, anthology based, and the last issue in that series. We have DC's Lex in the City, which you gotta love as a pun. These DC one-shots for different seasons and different sort of events are awesome. So this is our Valentine's Day special. So sort of 7 or 8 different titles in there again, and all anthology based. Next up, we have Detective Comics 1093. So continuing on with Tom Taylor, Michael Yannon's takeover of Detective Comics, which has been wonderful so far. We have Green Lantern number 19. So Jeremy Adams continuing on the Green Lantern there and starting to bring in the Green Lantern core. Justice League Unlimited number 3. So Mark Waid, Dan Mora, been excellent so far. First couple of issues, Justice League been really good. So we're now on to issue 3. What is next? We have Superman 22. Because Dan Mora isn't doing enough by drawing Justice League Unlimited, has to be drawing Superman as well. Joshua Williamson currently writing duties for this. I think we'll also see a Dan Mora variant cover as well or two through this this lot. And then to finish DC off, we have Superman Lex Luthor special. So just a one shot here. Again, Joshua Williamson, Eddie Barrows on art for that. Next up, we're on to Marvel. We have Amazing Spider-Man 66, originally due out last week. We weren't sent our copy, so again, that's another one that got delayed a week. Continuing on the 8 deaths of Spider-Man, we have Deadpool number 10. Cody Ziegler and Rouge Antonio continuing on with The Merc with a Mouth. We have Hellhunters number 2 with Phil Kennedy Johnson writing this. Adam Gorham on art. I mean, superheroes in World War II hunting Nazis. What more do you need? Helverine number 2 here. Benjamin Percy continuing on with the Helverine title. Next up is Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, number 4. So Jed MacKay continuing on with his Moon Knight run. It's on its sort of third different volume now, but it's all been one big run. Dev Pramanik on art for that one. Moving on, we have Phoenix number 7. So Stephanie Phillips continuing on with the Fall of the Krakoa series. Psylocke next up from Alyssa Wong, issue 3 of this mini series. Speaking of mini series, we have Sabretooth number 2, The Dead Don't Talk. So Frank Thierry continuing on with that. We move on from there and on to Star Wars Ewoks, issue 4. Sadly, the last issue. I would have taken an ongoing for the MVPs of Return of the Jedi. We have also a Star Wars one-shot this week, which is Star Wars A New Legacy. So this is sort of, I think, pulling together threads from the Star Wars run up until now and giving us some hints of where the Star Wars titles are going in the future. You know, you can see like Bounty Hunters on there, and you can see some of the different droids, and you can see Dr. Aphra as well. So yeah, I think that's going to be setting up where they're going on from there. Next up is Storm Life Dream. This is a one-shot celebrating 50 years of Earth's Mightiest Mutant with a star-studded anthology. So loads of creators involved with that one. We have Ultimate X-Men number 11. So Peach Momoko continuing on with her corner of the Ultimate Universe. We have facsimiles in for the Uncanny X-Men number 131, focusing very heavily there on Emma Frost. We have Uncanny X-Men number 9. Again, we were shorted issues of this last week, so it's good to have it in stock now. So Gail Simone, Andre Bressan on art. From Uncanny X-Men, we move on to West Coast Avengers. Jerry Duggan continuing on with his title. 3 issues deep there. We have Wolverine Revenge, issue 4. So Jonathan Hickman, Greg Capullo's frankly bonkers adult Wolverine title, trying to pull in as many threads of the Marvel Universe as possible. Tremendous fun. Seemed heavily delayed for issue 4 coming out. I think it was problems with the colorist. Next up is X-Men number 10, Jed MacKay. I mean, just look at that cover from Rand Stegman. Absolutely glorious. And I don't think Cyclops has ever looked more like a badass. So that is Marvel. We move on to Indie. We have Book of Cutter. This is a one-shot special in the House of Slaughter / Something is Killing the Children universe. So all the big guns involved here. James Tynion IV, Tia Bromble, who of course is writing House of Slaughter, Weather Deladera, and everyone in between there. We have Kill Train, brand new number 1. I've picked up one of these for myself. Just seems like it's straight out of 70s exploitation cinema. Sounded really, really good. Nightclub 2, number 5. Again, brilliant Mark Miller title. Read this last night as well. Just really kick-ass. There's going to be 1 issue to go in this series. Also 1 left. Next up we have Pin-Apocalypse, which I thought sounded really, really cool. I remember us doing this on the previous podcast. And it's to do with like pin-up models at the end of the world, and it just looked really fun. Not every comic has to be Shakespeare. Next up we have Silverhawk. So this is the new big title from Dynamite. Ed Brisson on writing duties here. And yeah, this is a Lucio Pereira cover. Always lovely to see. Next up we have Sonic the Hedgehog, the best of Shadow. So collecting together some of the best stories from Shadow and comics over the last few years, all into one convenient edition. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 6. So this is kicking off Turtles in terms of a new storyline, so perfect jumping on point. Not all the Turtles are together, but also it's not going to be an established artist for each issue, Juan Ferreira, who is frankly fantastic. And Turtles is just one of the best books around at the moment. Speaking of Turtles and great things, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto, issue 2 for this crossover. Issue 1 was again tremendous fun, lovely art, fast paced, and just a real love letter to both franchises. And then we finish off then with Terminator from Declan Shelby, issue 4, as he continues his expansion of 80s icons. And from there we go on to the variants, of which there are many. We have Terminator, Alex Ross variant cover. First of all, these are sort of called Burning Earth variant covers they do every issue. We have also the retailer incentive 1 to 11 Virgin variant of that. So again, perfect for you Alex Ross fans. And as if that wasn't enough, we also have the foil version of it as well. Alex Ross foil variant cover for Terminator number 4. Next up, we have Absolute Wonder Woman, Matea de Ulias on variant cover duties. Absolutely glorious. The colors really do pop. That's one of my favorite variant covers of the week. We also have one from Pablo Villalobos as well for issue 4. Lovely cover again. All the Wonder Woman covers are great. Elizabeth Torque, who of course was making their name doing Ultimate Spider-Man covers, now doing a lovely Absolute Wonder Woman cover. We move from there onto the retailer incentive 1 to 50, which is that glorious Matea de Ulias cover, but just virgin, no logos anywhere to be seen. We also have the 1 to 25 retailer incentives by Christian Ward. Love the colors on that, they really do pop. Absolute Wonder Woman. We have a few for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So Kevin Eastman variant cover first of all for issue 6. We have also the Juan Ferreira variant cover as well. As I say, it gives you a hint of what their art is going to be like. Next up, Dan Mora doing a Virgin variant cover for Power Rangers Prime number 3. So again, sans logos there. Another Turtles one actually, retailer incentive 1 to 10 variant cover by Carson Thorne. We have, let's see, Justice League Unlimited number 3, Nathan Zerzi variant cover there, focusing on the ladies of the Justice League. We have Riccardo Federici doing variant cover duties, also for issue 3 of Justice League Unlimited. We move from there and on to Juan Ferrer. He's very busy, doing a variant cover for Detective Comics 1093. Lovely Batman imagery there. As well as that, it's the black and white version of that is the retailer incentive 1 to 25 for the same Detective Comics issue. We have Ultimate Spider-Man, retailer incentive 1 to 25 variant cover by Greg Land. Again, should have been with us last week. A week in the making, that one. We have a Lyrics variant cover for X-Men number 10, showcasing Magic. We have Guillaume March doing a foil variant cover for Justice League Unlimited number 3. Oh, there are a lot of variants this week. Retailer incentive 1 to 25 variant cover for Justice League Unlimited by Tyler Kirkham. We have Charlie Adler doing variant cover duties for DC Horror Presents, showing off the Riddler and Catwoman there. Ultimate Spider-Man 13 also comes with a lovely foil variant cover by Benjamin Sue. We have David Lopez doing a homage variant cover for the Uncanny X-Men number 9. And finally we reach the end with Ultimate X-Men number 11 and the Peach Momoko variant cover. So yeah, as I say, with it being sort of a combined 2 weeks, or mostly combined 2 weeks, it's still a relatively big week. But again, I think the 5 week month has done us a favour there, because otherwise it would have been twice the amount. So yeah, pull lists are done, ready for pickup whenever suits, of course. These are all the new releases going out in the racks. Check out our other video for new graphic novels into the store this week. And then again, another reminder as ever for the Mike Perkins and Garth Ennis signing. Not this coming Saturday, the 1st of February, but the following Saturday on February 8th, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Anyway, that's all from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's pretty useful as always. And I look forward to seeing you in the store throughout the week. Until then, take it easy.